Welcome guys back to Kristen's Tarot. So today what we're doing is an animal spirit guide advice reading. So what you would do first is pause the video if you have to, focus on these piles, and then choose the one that calls to you. You could either do it by the spirit animal or by the decks below. The timestamps will be listed. If you want to look at any of my reviews or just follow my groups where I do give some free reading opportunities, you could either follow me on Twitter, look at my highlights on Insta for all my reviews, or I can add you to some of the Facebook groups I'm a part of. Alrighty guys, so there's a lot of stuff going on. So if these reading seems intense, it's because it's during a full moon that I'm getting this started. Officially it'll be a full moon around like 4:30 a.m. but I'm just recording this previous. So this is a time of your spirit animals wanting to know what needs to change and to go in for the better going in the future, okay? So it seems like they're giving tough love. It's just because they love you and they really want you to advance instead of staying where you are right now. And let's be honest, we all can use some spirit guide advice. I know I've been in positions myself where I'm like, dang, I would love a reading right now. We all have the answers within us. It's just hard at times when you're put on the spot to really know what to do. So this is just from a different eye view on how to assist you in life. So either choose the cat, the bat, or the crow, and we'll go ahead and get started. I love you all, and if you're doing any spells tonight, have fun. Be safe, and just make sure you do your research if you're trying to do anything for the first time, okay? Just want y'all all to be able to practice and have fun if you are doing any sort of candle work. Let's get started with these readings. Welcome to Kristen's Tarot, guys. Thank you for joining Kristen's Tarot YouTube page, everyone. Like, share, and subscribe, please. So this one's for people who chose the cat energy. So this is for the 9 lives people. You know, where you always will end up landing on your feet, or at least that's what they say. When they're awake, they're able to land on their feet. When they don't pay attention, that's usually when the slip-ups happen. And this cat energy is all about into seeing in different ways. I'm getting a lot of switch-up energy, a lot of Gemini energy, even though it's not in the cards. Just that you're able to be 2 different sides of yourself. For example, cats, how when they want to be alone, you know, they'll hiss, they'll go do their own thing, they'll act like little meanies, but as soon as they want love, they'll come back and be rubbing all over you and act like, where have you been my whole life? So it's just that balance in between. So I'm also going to see what it says behind this card here. Yes, encouraged to develop balance between independence and time togetherness. Courage to explore the unknown. So you need to go out and explore more. And strongly connected with what hides in the darkness of the unknown. So you're very curious. But they also say curiosity killed the cat, but that's why the cat had 9 lives. So I feel as though there was a turn that was taken that wasn't in your favor. Because you are being blocked right now, just right now. So this spirit guide reading, this cat reading, they just want to let you know that something needs to change, okay? It's nothing bad. Just you didn't fully listen to your high priestess energy. And it happens. We get lost in the sauce, you know. Doesn't mean that you're any less than. It just means that your human vessel made a mistake, but your spiritual being inside of you knows better than that. And with the King of Pentacles, I feel as though you feel there's work with no reward. Things aren't going in your favor with this being reversed, and with the High Priestess reversed. Like, you're putting all this work in for what? And that's leading to you in the 9 of Swords energy to feel like a lack of direction, not working mentally the best way that you should. You could still turn these all upright, and that's confirmation with the eclipse in Libra. Rebalance the scales, reevaluate relationships, justice, and fair play. When I first shuffled this, did come out reverse, but I just put it upright because there's really no reverse meaning. I just take that as importance. So reevaluate relationships, justice, and fair play with the eclipse in Libra. Rebalance. Libras are very good at knowing their audience and how to speak with them, how to communicate with them. So it's saying you need to learn how to communicate. You need to learn how to turn this High Priestess upright to where you listen to your intuition. With the King of Pentacles, where you work with reward, because you're able to see different visions, like nine cats, 9 lives, 9 different dimensions. You're able to see different ways to bring this card upright, the Nine of Swords, to where you are thinking the right way, and you could charge in doing the right thing that will put the scales back in your favor. With the Angel of Vision, someone is not revealing part of the story. Trust your feeling over what others say. So, you know your intuition. You go with your gut feeling. So they're saying not to act yet. They don't want you to act recklessly. They're saying first sit back, reevaluate this decision where it was the wrong turn, and follow your intuition and just tell spirit guides, hey, can you clear this up for me? Can you show me the way? Can you show me where I was in the wrong, where I can make this better? Or even if you weren't in the wrong, where you can communicate in a way where both parties win? Because, I don't know. I just feel like in any sort of communication with someone, if you win, you both win. If you lose, you both lose. If that makes sense. You know, you give what you take. Even I'm having trouble talking, and that makes sense why the throat chakra is here. It's like you can't communicate properly with somebody, and that's fine. It happens. It's just finding your way to do it. With the Angel of Addiction Healing, this is a time of positive transforming and healing. So there could be something where you had to separate from a little bit because it was too toxic, or it seemed toxic. It seemed venomous. You know, things happen like that. And blockages save you. With the Goddess of Justice reverse, what seems as an injustice is actually a blessing. What seems as an injustice is actually a blessing. So this misunderstanding is a blessing, because sometimes people have to go a separate ways or just argue for a little bit so they can learn things on their own and then come back together. Because I really feel like it was just a wrong decision that was made, or there was just something where it could have been smoother. And that's where it takes 2 to tango come in with the 5th chakra, the 3rd chakra, communication. I communicate openly and honestly to express my thoughts and feelings clearly. I share my inner knowledge freely with integrity and without fear. My aim is to be fully understood by others. I am open to giving and receiving praise, and I will be careful not to talk excessively and make it all about me. I create space in my conversations for others to communicate with me. I inquire about others' thoughts and feelings, as listening to their truth can be uplifting. Okay, so that definitely makes sense. So there may have been, like, in your vision, you see one way, but then another party is seeing a different way in the communication. So with your cat-like personality, since you're not like a dog personality, you're not like, oh, I want to be here, I want to be there, I want to be there. You're good at being by yourself. So you may have lacked the skills of communication when it comes to other parties. So even though you see one thing, the angel vision, someone is not revealing part of the story. Trust your feeling over what others say. Of course, you're going to be on the guard. You're going to be hissing. You're going to be showing your claws because you have your way of thinking. But Spirit Guide had to remove this. Angel of Addiction Healing had to put a left corner so you could be in a place of a little bit of struggle, so you could wake up and see what needs to be done. With the Goddess of Justice, what actually seems as an injustice is actually a blessing. So you can see where both sides went wrong, where both sides could come back with, like, what you could do better the next time, so you could bring a rebalance. So this is all about communication. The only reason why you're being blocked is communication. So once you get the communication and bam, 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 things are going to go right. You're going to get the High Priestess upright. Yes, thank you, ma'am. You're going to be on top again, listening to your intuition the right way. King of Pentacles, things are going to go in your favor. You're going to be good, calm, cool, collected. With the Knight of Swords, you'll be able to rush in knowing what needs to be done. But just be careful, again, not to go too fast there, okay? But all of this has to do with communication. So use your different type of views on life. Use your basic human skills. And even if you don't have them, again, just know who you're talking to. If this has to do with a job, know who you're talking to. If this has to do with your loved one, know who you're talking to. Yes, you see one way, another person can see another. So just with the 5th chakra, 3rd chakra, communication, there needs to be a line drawn in the sand of where, okay, this is what happened. This is how I felt. I don't know where we got off the reins over here. So the full moon, or this wasn't even a full moon reading, that just happened by chance. And if you're not here during the full moon, just the cat message is work on that communication. Cats have 9 lives, so in order to live all those 9 lives, you need to be adaptable. You need to bring rebalance, your communication skills. You need to be able to be a team player and also your own player. Because in life, it is with communication with the whole world. You can't just always stay in your little hermit shell. So just learn how to communicate and you will be fine. Okay, and I'm done with this pile because for some reason, all issues with talking came up. I felt like I was tongue-tied all the time. So pile number 1, thank you so much. Get that communication on point and you'll be successful and you'll get everything that you need done in life, okay? Thank you so much for coming to Kristen's Tarot. If you want a reading, I'm available for readings all day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I also have my email listed below. You can look at my highlights on Insta at _KristenTaylor_. You can follow my Twitter at Kristen'sTarot. Everything will be below. And just thank you for coming, like, share, and subscribe. Please and thank you. Hello, pile number 2. These are my people that chose the bat. So for your bat spirit animal, it's an omen of change. Bats ask you to pay attention to signs around you. Transition may seem scary, but your old ways will just make it harder for you to continue. You have to grow. You can't stay. You can't stay. You can't stay what's comfortable. It's time to change. The bat goes with psychic powers, shape-shifting, lucid dreaming, truth in dreams, sensitivity to environment, our spiritual energy, moon magic, which is perfect. We're in a full moon today. Even if you don't see this video when it's a full moon time, just know moon magic will go in your favor. So definitely Google how to do moon magic. It's perfect. Pollination of new ideas and camouflage. So my bat people, I just want to say I'm grateful for you coming to Kristen's Tarot. Please like, share, and subscribe because your spirit guides want to share with you. It's time for you to find balance. With the 2 of Pentacles, you're playing the juggling game right now. Instead of getting down to the nitty-gritty to see why this 9 of Swords is reversed for you, okay? Instead of really going into your fears, you're trying to get busy. Because being busy is easier for you than going through your mind, going through, oh, what if this, what if that, what if this, what if that, what if this, what if that. So you rather go make a list of stuff to do instead of actually just sit there and heal yourself. So you're trying to avoid going through this feeling of despair, but ultimately you juggling is just going to get you back to the 3 of Swords energy, back to you feeling heartbroken. And it doesn't have to be over a person. It could just be in life in general, that you're just in a very melancholy mood where you're just not really feeling it. You're feeling heartbroken for everything. You just may have not had the best life, and that's okay. Some of us get the bad end of the stick, and that's why you're here, to help make it better and to know that Spirit is watching you, and they do want you to get out of this. They want you, instead of juggling, to actually be able to put things down and not always stay so busy, so you can go ahead and handle the feelings of despair, the feeling of heartbreak, and be able to heal and get that eclipse in Taurus. A change is here. Reevaluation. They want you to reevaluate. Instead of juggling, sit down, feel yourself, go through the pain to heal, to get that reevaluation, a change of heart, perfect full moon type energy. So we can make sure, or sorry, eclipse energy, correction, that change does occur in you. Once you do get that change, and actually they're telling me, hold on, Kristen, you're speeding up, because I'm trying to juggle like y'all do. My voice wants to go, like just start speaking really fast. And it's like, whoa. So let me just take a breath. Okay, so before I jump the gun, they want you to know that they've heard you. The angel support. The universe has heard your silent call for help. They have your back. And if you do want to manifest things in life, because they don't want you running away no more. They don't want you being a bat and hiding and running and hiding somewhere. They're like, no, it's time for you to be out in the center. Okay? So angel support. The universe has heard your silent call for help. So always be specific with what you want to manifest. For example, if you want to be able to be a whole brand new person, then tell Spirit what qualities you're trying to change into. If you're trying to get a new job, tell Spirit what job you want to get into. And if you don't pray to Spirit, that's fine. You could talk to the universe, whatever you want to call it. Just there are higher beings that do hear your call, want to be there for you, and they want you to heal. God is spiritual healing. An aspect of you or a situation in your life is in need of healing, so you can love better. Because how can you love if you're going through all this despair and hurt and heartbreak, and then you're trying to juggle everything? But then, like, of course you want to change your heart, but how are you going to get a change of heart if you just keep going through everything you know? And keep going in the cycles, keep going every night to go fly around, and then when the day comes, going to hide in a cave, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there needs to be a change. With the angel of healing, the angels have felt your sadness and have shown up today to send you healing. This is so many healing cards. There's literally 2 healing cards. Reevaluation is another healing card. This is a healing card as well. Like, they really are like, okay, you need to get out of your head. Like, I feel like you're a genius. Like, you know how genius is? Like, they're so fucking smart, but then it makes them so fucking miserable. And I'm sorry if I'm cursing there. I'm not even big. It's not a big channel, so it's fine. But, like, sorry, I just get in the feelings of it. I really didn't mean to cuss, but, like, you're just a mad genius. Like, you're blessed. And I hate saying the word like all the time. But you are blessed, yes, and your spirit guides are just like, hey, we gave you that brain not to use it like crazy and to be ungrateful, because when you do become smart, things just begin to think. Let me stop. Things just begin to seem boring, because you're like, I know everything, I know this, I know that, but do you really know everything? Because if you knew everything, you would know how to heal yourself. And clearly what you're doing isn't working for you. I mean, yeah, you could keep juggling stuff and so you can hide the feelings, but like eventually you're going to have to hear the silence of everything. You're going to have to look in and see that you're not happy with things are. And then that's when the goddess of awakening is going to happen. That's when the stars above are going to help heal you and bring you to light. This is a wondrous time of exploration, romance, and creativity. So stop trying to fly away. Stop trying to flutter, little bat. Stop trying to hide in the darkness. We need you to get out of this despair. Get out of this heartbreak. Stop juggling everything. I mean, I'm not saying quit your job. Like, no, like keep working. But just, we need you to come back down to earth. Stop being in your head so much. Like, that's just going to bring you chaos. You need to ground yourself and tell your mind, I'm in charge, not you, okay? So stop telling me my fears. Stop telling me of what might happen, and let me live and let me actually do things myself, because who knows, it could be different this time. I can actually have a change of heart this time. So just really, really, really know your self-worth, okay? Going into the 3rd chakra, solar plexus, self-discipline. My self-discipline and willpower will significantly help me in my efforts to move forward and grow. I am free of the needs of the approval of others. I face each challenge with determination and courage, and I am determined to live my life to its full potential. I am strong and capable. My actions speak louder than my words. My actions speak louder than my words. Okay, if you are an earth sign, let me just tell you, I'm not an earth sign myself. Two of my best friends are earth signs. One of them's actually a Capricorn moon, and then the other one's she's just a straight up Capricorn. But I love y'all. But sometimes y'all are hard-headed and y'all are stuck in y'all's ways. Earth signs are just grounded, you know, like you feel like you have everything down in check. But y'all don't like to make moves sometimes. Like, y'all just overthink everything. Oh my gosh, I even had an ex, and I even told him, like, hey, this is what I want out of the relationship. And he legit thought it to the grave. Like, he was an awesome person, but he legit just could not make any actions. He was just so used to the life that he had, where everything just got ruined because everyone's just scared to make moves. And life isn't a video game where you can just start to checkpoint. Like, you actually have to keep going. And if you don't keep going, things will happen without you. So Spirit doesn't want you missing out on things because you're busily juggling things and rather not feel the pain, despair, heartbreak. They want you to heal. The angels saying, we're here for you. God of spiritual healing. angel of healing. Like, they want to be with you. They want to help you. They want you to awaken to be the star you are. This is a wondrous time of exploration, romance, and creativity. And they want you to face each challenge with determination and courage, and to be determined to live a life to its full potential. You are strong and capable, and your actions speak louder than your words. So for this pile of bats, I really need you to stop flying away and actually make the moves, okay? Make the moves of your life. Do things that will make you feel better. Even if you don't know exactly what that is during this reading, that's fine. Put out a pros and cons list about things you about your life, and then see what you can tweak around. See what you can do to make you happy. Because there has to be some compromise instead of juggling, where you're actually just healing and you find things that are your passion that help you be happy in this lifetime. Even if it's not a person, it could just be a passion that you love doing. But I really need y'all to get aligned and stop holding yourselves back, because if you keep holding yourselves back, we're going to keep in another pick a pile reading. We're going to be back and I'm going to be like, hey guys, so you're going to need to find balance. And if that does happen, don't beat yourself up. Like, we're emotional roller coasters. I'm just saying, I don't want you to be stuck forever. I don't want you to be where you're like an action figure with your feet melted to the floor and there's like a lawnmower coming. I don't know why I started thinking of Toy Story, because you're just stuck in past mentality. Like, Toy Story is such an old movie. Like, you're just stuck in the old ways. And it's like, okay, there's other things out there. You need to grow. You need to keep going. Don't stay stuck. Stop being mechanical. Stop juggling. All right, I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. And just remember, your self-discipline and willpower will significantly help your efforts to grow. So if you want to get going, if you want to stop flying around in circles, do that hard work to heal, because it will be worth it, and there'll be so much more out there for you. But that was just your advice from the bat animal spirit guides, and I really do hope you enjoyed it. And know that these were all words of love. I just want you to do the best for you, just as I hope that y'all would do the same for me. We're all just trying to bring the better out in ourselves. So if you're a tarot reader, or if you just like spirituality, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on my Twitter page, on Facebook. We have different Facebook groups I'm a part of. Instagram has all my highlights. But I really do hope you do the healing, guys, so you can have that great light that you're supposed to be, where you get that star energy. I want your solar plexus shining brighter than your necklace, okay? I want y'all looking good, feeling good, living life, and being happy. So mote it be. Love you guys. Have a good rest of your night. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to Kristen's Tarot. If the camera's shaky at the beginning, I apologize, but this is the type of reading anywhere where you could just plug in headphones and go about your day. So either way works, even if you look at it or don't look at the video. Pile number 2, please like, share, and subscribe so I could get you out more content. If you have any suggestions of any other type of tarot readings you would like, comment below. But this is for the crow. Pick a card, your animal spirit. So right off the bat, for the crow, provides insight and means to supporting intention. So whenever I think about that, I think of the Magician card, even though it's not on the table. Your crow spirit guides do help you manifest what you want in life. But I'm going to be honest, you can be a trickster at times. That could be good, that could be bad, that could just mean you make jokes. But you have a way of being fearlessly adaptable, to put it the nice way, or manipulative and mischievous. It really just depends how people play you. So you could be nice and sweet and just be trying to manifest. But if someone does you dirty, you're like, ha ha ha, you thought. And then you turn into this evil person. Well, not evil. I don't want you to be like, bitch, you just call me evil. Let's be honest. We all have a good and bad side. I'm not going to be on this channel and act like we are not humans who are capable of all emotions of happiness, sad, madness, laughing, anger. I don't even know, shyness. Like we go through the motions. So this just shows that you're very strong. You either strongly like people and you're like, yeah, I'm going to help you out. I can manifest things for you, or I can just manifest in general. Like, I have your back, like you have the knowledge. But if someone does you dirty, you don't mind being sneaky and getting them right back. So I love this though. The power for intuition, like the Magician. So you're a very powerful force to be reckoned with, pile number 3. I want to be careful. I want to be careful how I word this, but I also want you to be careful, because the first card is the 4 of Wands. reversed. So with the Four of Wands reversed, this lets me know that there can lead to be troubles in the home. It could be with communication, having to do with the crow energy, where you're very good one moment, but if you feel threatened, you're ready to attack. But just watch the way you communicate when it comes to the home, because you can make your house of cards just fall in an instant with the way that you caw, where you attack, because the crow, makes those noises. So just be careful with your words, because they can slice people. And if you do that with the wrong people, with people you love, some may forgive you, but some may not. With the Tower reverse card, I do show where you just keep going through times of where Spirit wants you to learn lessons. And then instead of learning the lessons, you kind of just like sweep it under the rug. And then issues seem to keep rising, where it feels like it's happening multiple times. And that's only because Spirit's like, hey, like, we really need you to learn to keep growing. But if you want to stay in the same place, that's fine. Because either way, you're going to be, the good news is either way, you're going to be the star. It's just you'll keep having to go through the cycles repeatedly, but you're going to be good because you're going to have your guides, the star. So she has her little fairies to protect her, even though she keeps ignoring the signs. So what does they say? Ignorance is bliss, I guess, to put it frank. You're just ignoring it. So you have a childlike mentality. So you just keep going in circles and going in circles. But there's a time and they're like, okay, because this is Pan's Labyrinth. The star, that's Pan's Labyrinth right there. The story goes that she was a girl who, her father had died. She was getting married to someone new, and it was back in the old days. So there was a war going on. Well, she believed in this magical world where creatures would come visit her, and then everyone just told her that it was folklore. So there's a moment where she gets fairies to protect her, and they give her warning. They're like, hey, don't go eat the fruit on the table, or this beast is going to try to eat you because it eats kids. And then she's like, no, I won't. I'm better than that. I know better. I know. Don't tell me anything. Have your kids ever say, I know. Like, I know, you don't have to tell me anything. That's exactly what she did. Or she just thought she knew better, I should say. So she went down there. The food was irresistible. And she just picked up one fruit. And that was enough to activate the monster who killed her guides. So spirit guides are just saying, hey, really be careful. Like, we're here. We want to help you. But there's only so much we can do if you get the Four of Wands reversed energy, if you don't know how to communicate, and we give you the tools to communicate. Like, there's a time where it takes two to tango, where you have to learn your person that you're talking to. So if it is a loved one, a family member, friend, you know them. They may not think the same way as you, so you have to really be smart about it. Because if not, the Four of Pentacles reversed is going to happen, where it's not a happy home, not a happy life. And then the Tower reversed will happen, where you're going through the same thing in repeats the cycles, where you just keep fighting over and over, or just keep stumbling over and over, I should say. And Spirit doesn't want that for you. They want you to get alive, and they want to make sure that they're fine too. They don't want some monster to come kill you that they warned you about, and then they get their heads eaten off. Sorry, that's what happened with the fairies in this movie here. So I see the reason why you do, have that fierce energy. It's because the moon in Cancer, you have a big heart. Like, even though you're fierce and people are scared of the crows sometimes, even though they're smart, they're funny, it's just that darker side that gets people. You still want to belong. And I feel like a part of you feels like you won't really belong, but you do belong here. It's just we're all different type of beings. We're all different type of people. We're all different on different trails, on different journeys in life. And a sensitive introspective phase. So Spirit really wants you to sit back and go in your shell and really evaluate, like, why am I like this? Like, why do I push away stuff? Why do I know better but then act a certain way? Why do I keep ending up back in these situations where I'm back at square one? Like, I know I'm the star, everyone sees me shining, but why am I still not okay? But that's because that comes from within you. You have to heal your own self. No one else can heal you but you. And if things are crazy, that's fine. Angel of prayer. Ask the universe and the angels for help and guidance. And since the crow is really good on intention, praying, manifesting, you got it in the bag. You don't even have to worry. The spirit guides have your side. Remember when I told you about communication with the Four of Wands reverse, because that's usually happy life upright. Reverse just means no happy home, no happy life. Basically, that's what I'm feeling. Just not a happy home situation. So, angel of communication reverse for importance. Communicate clearly. Don't be afraid to tell it like it is. I'm not telling you to go like let someone have it. You speak your truth in a way that's the right way. And again, you're probably like, Kristen, I'm not gonna go do that. Like, do you know what these people did? And it's just like, this is your spirit guide telling you the way you've been handling situations hasn't been working out for you. We're not saying you're wrong in the situation. We're just saying we need you to tweak what you say, how you go about it, because you have to know your crowd. If you don't know your crowd and you're just talking out of your butt, like, it's not going to work out. So know the person you're talking to. Communicate in a way that's good for both of y'all. So then y'all learn your lessons. This tower turns up right. You learn your lessons. And then none of your guides, none of your fairies, none of your guides get hurt with you. Where you're still the star. Either way, again, you're still going to be the star, where it's just like, you don't have to put your guides through as much struggle as they've been going with the routes that you've been taking. Either way, they'll still follow you. It's just they really, really wish that you would communicate a different way. With the angel of guidance, a renewed sense of direction and purpose will soon manifest. So even though you've been going this way your whole life, there are going to be things that are pushing you towards a new. And Spirit really wants you to be the star, like with the star in her head. Really wants you to be the star and take action and change into the new type of you you're supposed to be. It's a spiritual awakening. It's leaving the old. It's figuring out what your passions are. Because, you know, we all go through those cycles of stages. And they just really need you to know that you're supposed to be leveling up, not staying stagnant, not staying with the same communication you have. With the last card, 6th chakra, 3rd eye chakra. This one says, I am open to understanding the spiritual truth behind the situations occurring in my life right now. Offer my wisdom to assist others along their path. I trust in a higher source to guide me and to help others who ask for my guidance. I practice discernment and listen deeply within for the truth. I choose to respond to rather than just reacting to situations, and acting with clarity, courage, and conviction. So I'm going to repeat that. I choose to respond to rather than just reacting to situations, acting with clarity, courage, and conviction. So Spirit really wants you to stop just doing whatever you want. Like, that can only go so far. And I know you may seem untouchable just because the crow, they're very like, I'm going to do what I want anyway. But Spirit's just trying to make your life easier. If you don't want to listen, you don't have to at all. But they just really see there's different ways to communicate for things to go in your favor. Why be mischievous when you could do it the easy way the first time? When you could just talk and act like, just have a conversation with someone instead of arguing, I see. Sorry, I rode with holy rollers, guys. So they always try to be the high and mighty road. So do it if you can do it. But if you can't, I understand. But there's just all different ways to go about life. And don't worry, even me, sometimes I'm like, dang, this tarot guide reading was hard on me. Or even like, dang, you didn't have to go that hard, Spirit. But spirits really just want the best for you. And either way, you're going to be shining. They just rather you be shining without obstacles in your way. So this is what the Crow Spirit Guide advice was for you. I do hope you enjoyed my reading. I was going to do more, but Spirit was like, stop. It's already 3:08 a.m. You have to do some full moon spells. Get going. So I'm going to go get started on that, guys. But like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you know what type of videos you would want me to make. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. And just thank you even for taking the time to watch this video and trying to be a better person than you already are, which is pretty amazing if I say so myself. So I appreciate you, and good night, good morning, or whenever you see this, just have a good day.